There comes a time in every man's life when he's confronted with pain, confusion, and loss, so deep it brings him to his knees. A time when everything he believed about himself is tested. When the dreams he once held so clearly in his heart are clouded by the weight of reality, failure, and setbacks. And in that dark moment, a question echoes through the silence. Do I have what it takes? That's where most men break. But not you, not if you understand this. Your life will never rise above the level of your attitude. It is not your talent, not your environment, not your bank balance, background, or connections that determine your destiny. It is your mental posture, the lens through which you view hardship, the way you respond when nothing goes your way, and the decision you make when life tries to crush your spirit. That is the power of positive mental attitude. PMA. This is not some gimmick. It's not about walking around with fake smiles or pretending everything is perfect. This is about mental toughness, about an unshakable inner belief that no matter what happens to you, you still control what happens within you. You see, PMA is the foundation of every lasting achievement. It doesn't remove the struggle. It makes you stronger through it. It's the fireproof mindset that sees the worst and still says, let's go. Because the truth is this. Adversity is not a sign you're on the wrong path. It's proof you're being shaped for something greater. If you want to grow, you must go through. And your PMA is the tool that will carry you through fire and storms. I've been through that fire. I've seen poverty so deep it made me question whether life was fair. I felt the loneliness of walking alone when no one believed in me. But do you know what carried me through? It wasn't luck. It wasn't gifts or genius. It was attitude. I chose to believe in myself, even when my environment didn't. I chose to stand when everything around me was collapsing. I chose positive mental attitude. Why? Because your thoughts are seeds. What you plant, you will harvest. You think defeat, you act defeated. You think strength, you rise in strength. When you begin to discipline your thoughts, your life follows. That's why the greatest battles are not around you. They're inside you. The man who conquers his mind becomes unstoppable. So ask yourself right now, do you give your energy to doubt, fear, and anger? Or do you protect your mindset like sacred ground? Because your mind is the command center. It is where your future is created. If you can keep that space clean, focused, and powerful, there's nothing life can throw at you that you won't turn into fuel. Positive mental attitude means this. You see opportunity where others see obstacles. You speak life when others complain. You get up faster than you fall. You keep pushing long after others have quit. And let's be clear, this isn't magic. It's muscle. It's built in the gym of hardship. It's strengthened in the trenches of disappointment. It's refined every time you choose courage over comfort. But here's the good news. Every man has access to it. You don't need permission. You don't need money. You don't need approval. You just need a decision. Right now, right here, you can decide that you will take responsibility for your mind, that you will no longer be a slave to excuses, that you will rise, even if you have to crawl first. Because PMA doesn't mean you never fall. It means you never stay down. It means you look yourself in the mirror, even when life punches you in the mouth, and you say, I'm not done. That's what warriors do. They fight invisible battles and win. They get up without applause. They lead themselves when no one else will. They learn from every pain, every delay, every betrayal. And they become better, not bitter. This is the mindset of champions, of leaders, of those who go beyond limits. And if you want that kind of life, you must lead your mind. Because if you don't lead your mind, someone else will. Your fears, your critics, your past. You must guard your thoughts like a soldier guards his post. You must train your focus like a warrior sharpens his sword. You must eliminate thoughts of weakness the moment they show up. Because one unchecked thought can become a pattern, and that pattern can become a prison. You don't have time for mental laziness. You're not here to be average. You're not here to survive. You were built for greatness. And every second you spend doubting yourself, you rob the world of what only you can give. So start now. Speak power into your life. Say it. I am disciplined. I am focused. I am resilient. I may be knocked down, but I am never knocked out. I don't need perfect conditions. I create momentum through mindset. My mind is a weapon. I sharpen it daily. I do not wait for motivation. I move with purpose. This is PMA. This is the winning edge. This is how the weak become warriors and forgotten become forces of nature. So the man who's been hurt, rise. To the man who feels behind, start. To the man who's tired, breathe. Then fight again. Because the game isn't over until you say it's over. You hold the key. Your mind is the battlefield, and your attitude is your armor. So ask yourself every day, am I moving with strength or fear? Am I building or breaking my mindset? Am I speaking life or speaking limits? Because the answers to those questions will determine how far you go. Success isn't about luck. It's about leadership of the self, and that begins in the mind. So stand up, straighten your back, lift your eyes, and walk forward, not with arrogance, but with conviction. You were born to build. You were born to overcome. And now is your moment. Let the world feel the strength of a man who's mastered the greatest power of all, a positive mental attitude.